start creating layers because there will be a pie with lots of layers of filo. So he spins it around and now he stretches it. You see how stretchy the filo is, and he's going to add a little bit of more butter, and he's going to fold it over to create the first two layers.
That is so good. Must have been doing this a long time. You must be doing this.
Okay, he was practicing for 7 months. You know how to do that. 7 months, every day, that thing. So he cut it in 3 pieces. The small part he made it, he folded, and now he's spreading the custard. Semolina flour, something that we use a lot in Greece for dessert. Butter, sugar, and milk, no eggs to it. So now, on top of the other one, more folded, a little bit more butter. It's ready. 40 to 45 minutes. He's going to bake it, and we're going to have just in front of one of the nice buildings in Athens, 1846, designed by a German architect who fell in love with a Greek lady, and he spent his whole life over here. And one of the 800 buildings that he did in Greece, this is one of it. That was the house that I grew up. The first row, my grandfather, my grandmother, and my mother.
Oh, wow.
But since April, it's the monument. We can see this is the oldest place for spices here.
Smells good. Got that.
All about herbs and spices. 1910, a family that they were born in Turkey, but men the Greek territory. They were evicted from Turkey. Nothing to do with Yorkie, the British people. It tastes totally different, too herby, and it's something that helps us with sore throat, but also with memory. Antioxidant and helps memory. Something that they pick it from the mountains. We love that one as well. Mint. Either to make it as a hot tea, as a hot beverage, mint, or there are no... George, the owner of the place, his grandparents.
You're from Hollywood?
His maternal grandparents opened up the place in 1930.
Oh, wow.
One of the oldest places in the center of Athens. And George brought us over here. Grilled meat, grilled fish adds more flavor than just the plain oregano. But the cornerstone of our diet, extra virgin olive oil. Over here, George brings that one from his own olive grove. The family comes from Peloponnese, the area where we have the best quality of olive oil. And I will tell you something simple. Later, we're going to have an olive oil tasting, and I will tell you more. We always check the acidity for extra virgin olive oil. And the right acidity for extra virgin olive oil should be 0.8 and below. More than that, up to 1.5, it's virgin olive oil, a good one.
Very low, but it's not true.
Ah, now you change. Okay, this is the first day that he changed the story. Whenever I have guests and I'm coming in 3 times a day,
This is
he
not
always said,
lies.
I'm her son-in-law. Now you're saying that I'm saying that one?
Just a moment to call your daughter.
Oh my God. He is in love with my daughter, even though he's married and he has 4 children. He's after my daughter.
Details. Smell this one, please.
I cannot handle that man.
Oh my God, I'm already tearing up.
They have a nice cut of meat and they used to press it either with 2 wood sticks or a stove. They wanted not only to save the meat like that, but also they wanted to dehydrate the meat. They wanted to get the moist out of it, but that wasn't enough. So after pressing the meat, they packed the meat in salt, sea salt preferably. the salt not only dried out the meat, but also cured the meat. Curing the meat for a month in salt, and then they rinse the salt and they wanted to flavor the meat. This is what the Greeks never did. The Greeks were curing the meat and then they had it in the fat of the animal. The Armenians, they wanted to do more. So they made the paste of olive oil, garlic, cumin, black pepper, red pepper, paprika, and the most important thing, fenugreek. Fenugreek, it's a spice that comes from India. So they make a paste and they rub the meat and they have it in the maturity room for 1 more month. And then at the end, George is going to bring us not only pastirma, but he's going to bring us the most popular Greek appetizer, dolma. Stuffed greatly, but fresh ones, not from a can, fresh ones that they make it here, stuffed with rice, dill, lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper. Let's start with dolma and then we are going to taste the pastirma that I was talking about.
Is this meat?
This is a fake one.
Oh,
This is a fake one, but this is how it looks. We're going to have a look over there. Can you see it, Jason, over there?
thank you. Thank you.
This is what is going to be at lunch. Salted cod with a special sauce of mashed potatoes with a lot of garlic. And so we're going to dissolve the cod and then really nice butter, a light butter, and we're going to deep fry it and we are going to serve it with scordalia, the mashed potatoes with garlic.
Is that for a special occasion?
Of the family of beekeepers, the third generation nowadays. You can see over there a picture of their beehives back in 1922. They had 2,000 nomadic beehives around the country, and this is what we are going to have now. We are going. Snails saved Greeks during World War, during the years of poverty, of hunger, everywhere up in the forest. Nowadays is not. And olives, when they pick them from the trees, are really, really bitter. So what do? Naturally, the natural way is to keep it in water 3 to 6 months. They are going to change the water every couple of days, and then when olives are not that bitter anymore, they are going to make a brine to cure the olives, salt and water, the natural way. And this is how they do it with olives. They need about a year to do that. Or if they want to do it faster, they're going to add the chemicals like one that we're going to try later. The meat and fish market in Douk building, 1852. This is when John Barbakis, a rich Greek guy, gave the money to build the market. And since then, this is where we buy meat, this is where we buy fish. Would you like to step in there?
Yes.
Everything comes from the Aegean except salmon. Salmon comes from Norway. We don't have cold water, so we do not have our own salmon. And really a variety of seafood and fish. We love them both. Lots of octopus, lots of calamari. Do you like calamari? Do you like calamari? Later, we're going to have. Walk in the center. The sides are slippery. Walk in the center.
Έλα παιδί εδώ είναι. Πάρε καρέτα, σκούρα λαμπρό και οριστέ. Λέγεται, λέγεται. Έλα από εδώ.
Yeah. The small one. Τι έγινε, Γιάννη?
Γαμώ το Σεργίου σου. Welcome to Greece. Welcome to Greece.
They're excited to see you. Μόλις δεις κοιλιά έξω μέσα να βάλεις τις φωνές.
Μόνο κοινά. Μόνο κοινά και πρώτο μικρός.
Έλα παλικάρι.
Oh, wow. I know, right?
Δώσε πόλο.
Olive oil comes from their own olive grove in Lesbos. Now the island has 90,000 people and they have 11,500,000 olive trees. So they have a lot of olive oil and some of the best quality. We are talking about extra virgin organic olive oil now. And the variety, it's a variety that grows only to their island, Kolovi, and they use it only for the olive oil. They don't use it to eat it like we did with the rest of the olive. And the best yet, put the cap to the center and tap it like that. And you go around 6 times. This is how much you need to transfer the warmth to the olive oil. Bring it close to your nose after going around for 6 times and breathe. Smell the olive oil. It should be grassy. It should be a really intense flavor. Drink a little, keep it under your tongue, and you will see that it. For you, the most popular dip, the most popular sauce, cucumber and garlic, tzatziki. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your tzatziki with a nice organic cucumber. Now, what I'm going to do, George is going to bring us yogurt, full fat, 10% fat of cow's milk yogurt. We always make our tzatziki with cow's milk yogurt. That is not that sour like sheep's milk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grate my cucumber. A really important thing in our house, we always have a grater because we are grating onions, carrots, potatoes, cucumbers, and tomatoes. We have it mostly for the tomatoes. In summertime, we are grating fresh tomatoes for salads, for pasta sauce, everything. So I'm going to grate my cucumber. As you can see, I'm not using a lot, a small one. I don't want more cucumber than yogurt. I prefer more yogurt than garlic. Cucumbers are 80% watery, so I'm going to grate it and then I'm going to squeeze it. I don't want that fat yogurt, that really nice yogurt to become watery because of the cucumber. So, cucumber here. Let me squeeze it. As you can see, lots of water. You can put it on a strainer or cheesecloth, but you need an hour to wait for it. Yeah, that will turn it. You think that it will turn it much better. Okay, I have my cucumber here. You can see a tiny cucumber, as much water, but nothing to waste. Either we drink it like that, especially when the cucumber is cold, or to put it in vodka, tequila, on gin, or even better, the best refreshing lotion for the face. So, do you love garlic? George already had 4 cloves of garlic. Do you like garlic? Shall I put it on? Okay. You said so. Mince it if you don't have that thing from IKEA, that press. You can mince it. And you can add as much garlic as you want. But always be careful, because as long as you keep it in the fridge, the garlic becomes stronger. So be careful, don't add a lot.
Cologne.
Okay, garlic is in. Then I'm going to season it with a little bit of salt, some pepper, black pepper, or white pepper, or skip it if you don't like pepper. A splash of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil from the island of Crete. A Greek splash, not just a splash. And I want to add some red wine vinegar for the kick. Red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, or lemon juice, or without it. It's up to you. Now, as you can see, I don't have dill. I don't have any help with me. Because in my house, unfortunately, my son is ruling the house and he doesn't like dill. So I'm not adding anything. But feel free to add dill, or mint, or parsley. And yogurt, see how thick is our yogurt. Okay. Now the only thing that I need to do to make sure that my yogurt will be mixed, well mixed, so the garlic and the cucumber as well will combine with the yogurt. It's so simple. You can keep it to the fridge up to 3-4 days with the lid on, otherwise it will be a garlicky refrigerator. And if you see that it's becoming dry in the fridge, add a little bit of olive oil again. Over here, I've got something really popular and really old. Paksimadi, this is how we call it, after the name of the cook who made it 3,000 years ago. That cook, Paximus was his name, in one of the islands. He wanted to make something that it will last longer than a loaf of bread. So, sourdough bread in the oven for 4 hours at the lowest temperature. He took it out and he saw that the bread wasn't dried enough. He sliced it like that, back in the oven for 4 more hours. It's something that we always have it in our house. It lasts 3 to 4 months, and it can be like the one I have here with olive oil. We always buy it ready. We always have it in our house either with flour or rye, barley. Nowadays we use carob as well, and it's something, like I said, that we don't make it by ourselves. It's easier to buy it from the bakery or any shop. So George is going. 3 και 3 και 3 9. Ποιο?
Σένα δεν έχεις βάλει.
And the other one just sips milk from the southern part of Greece. We have the second most popular Greek cheese, Graviera. Graviera comes from the island of Crete, that one of the best Gravieras in the country. Cow's milk cheese. Something that we don't have it during lunch. We have it before lunch as a snack or after lunch. In Crete, where that cheese comes from, they serve it with honey after dinner. And over here we've got spicy cheese, tyrokaftery. Tyrokaftery in Greek is spicy cheese. It's all about feta, yogurt, bell peppers, a few chili flakes or jalapeno, and some olive oil. Spread it on your bread or spread it on that paksimadi that comes from rye and barley. This is what he made 3,000 years ago. Rye and barley flour. This is what he used. We have some pickled peppers, we have some cherry tomatoes. Enjoy.
Thank
we are
you.
making a range of one. George is serving calamari. They just fried it for us, and George squeezed lemon. So, stuffed vegetables, gemista, this is how we call it. This is the queen. And this is what we are cooking in our town when tomatoes are really nice, really sweet and red. And this is what we are going to stuff with rice, lots of herbs like parsley, dill, mint, lots of onion, and of course olive oil. We bake it in the oven for an hour and 45 minutes. We always eat it either with feta or with tzatziki. Roasted potatoes, the most popular side dish for us, in the oven with olive oil, garlic, some lemon juice, oregano, salt and pepper. Zucchini ball. Zucchinis now are in season, so we grate them, we squeeze them like I did with the cucumber, and we mix them. The sugar and egg white. And in the middle we have a lemon cream to clean your palate. And we have the one that I was describing, the Greek moonshine.
Greek
what is the
moonshine.
best
Is that
way
the
to
Greek
have it?
moonshine?
Shoot the ragi, shoot it, don't sip it, you are going to be in pain. But have the cookie next to you so you can feel a little bit better.